Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a G2 SP. It's a Tier 7 Japanese tank destroyer. It's located on the westbourne of Province, and it's under the command of bublus of OLIMP. Now, this is a new tank destroyer that came into the game only recently. You've either got a 75mm main gun or the 105. Now, I wonder which one he's got. Well, it's the 105. 320 Alpha, 205mm per pin with standard AP, and with the premium rounds that goes up to 244. And he's got some HE rounds which will do 420 Alpha and 60mm per pin. Now, he's in a Tier 7 game, so he's top tier, with Tier 5 tanks, so he might be able to use those HE rounds to devastate some Tier 5 tanks. Let's see how he gets on. Well, I always look for the knocking down of those hurdles if I'm in Arty to see if I can lob a shell in and get a hit. There's no Arty in this game, so he's safe in that sense, but I think it's going to be an interesting game nonetheless. Okay, making his way up the side. The T-78 stopped to take a shot at the enemy tanks on the far side of the battlefield. Now, is there going to be an enemy tank just around the corner? Well, we'll have to wait to see. Nobody so far. Oh, no, there is. I was wrong. There is somebody up there. It's an A-20. It's a Tier 5 Soviet light tank. Okay, we've got some enemy in front of us as well. And that's a KV-1. Well, first shot appears to hit the tracks of the KV-1. Gonna get another one in. He's side scraping. Oh, managed to get that one just in on the lower plate, I think. And picked up a nice 306 hit points. And the Panzerwehr Aslains H side scraped out just a little too much. Well, that one hit the gun, so we'll need to put the gun back in. And he does. And the Panzerwehr has gone down. Okay, so we're advancing. Looks like the T-78 managed to scare the A-20 into being shot at by somebody on the other side of the battlefield, and he's out the game. But we're moving up, and oh, gee, bublus has decided to go around the other side, and now he's got shots on that KV-1. Oh, for a brief moment, he had a shot at the lower plate, and now he's got it again. And this time round he does get it. He hit the tracks the previous shot. The BZ-58's decided to get ahead of us. And of course he's got the rockets. But our return shell gets 279. Remember, 320 Alpha, that's a low roll. And I think we've got enough to get another shot. There we go. Good shot. Low roll again, 290. And the kill shot goes down to the BDR G1B. Now, we have taken a couple of shots from the enemy, one from a Panzerwehr Schmalten on the other side of the valley. But look at this Yak Panzerwehr. He comes around the corner thinking, oh yeah, I've got no problem, I can handle this. No, he cannot. And you can see that M10 took a hit and a high roll, but he's out the game. Now we've got the Yak Panzerwehr, one shot, and he's out the game. So that's the third kill for bublus. Who's next? Well, Jagdpanzerwehr takes another hit. There's two Jagdpanzerwehrs. Oh, another hit. He's racking up the damage, but he did take a hit to his engine, and so he's got a lot of damage at the moment. So he's a little bit slow, but he's fixed his engine and he's off again. So what's next? Well, supposedly there's an enemy tank just around the corner. Might be a KV-1. He was seen around the corner. We'll let the BZ go first. Oh, he's found someone, and it is a KV-1. We pump one in, get a high roll for 336. Go for it again. Nice shot, right between the tracks. And go lower plate this time. Yes, and he gets the kill. So that's 5 kills now. One more and he gets the top gun. There's only 5 enemy tanks left in this game. I didn't mention the reload time. I should have actually. The standard reload is 7.86 seconds. But you can see here he's got a reload of 6.38. And we're getting hit by enemy tanks on the other side of the battlefield. There's that Panzer IV Schmolten, the one who hit us earlier in the game and got a clean hit. Now, will the KV-1 come out? I think he's trying to side scrape. No shot at the moment. We'll have to go around. Okay. P-43 Tar making a big mistake. Oh, we missed him. But he stopped to take a couple of shots, and that should be enough for us to get a hit. Hit the tracks. No, it actually went through. Sorry, 286 from that one. And he's out the game, or is he? No, he is now. So there's only 2 enemies left, the KV-1 in front of us. And he's gone, which means there's only 1 enemy remaining, and that's an E-25. And he's actually believed to be on the other side of the battlefield. Okay, it's a bit of a drive to get over there. This tank destroyer is very, very powerful on the front because it's got 250 millimeters of armor on the front area of the vehicle. So long as you keep your front to the enemy, you'll be okay. But if you let the sides expose to the enemy, as he was when he was attacking up the east side of the map, the enemy was shooting from the other side of the map. And of course, they were getting through his armor because he's only got 45 millimeters of armor on the sides. So it's very, very weak. You don't want to get the sides hit on this vehicle.
Watch out.
Okay, the E-25 is just around the corner. We need that top gun. Oh, and the BDR denied it to us. We could have taken that kill. That would have given us a top gun, but he just didn't see that. Here's the end of battle results, and that was the first ace tanker for bublus in the G2 SP. Congratulations. When you get the scrolls underneath the M, that's the first time you did it. So well done on getting breaking your duck. He also got a fire effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He ended up with 5, which is 1 short of a top gun and 1/3 of the enemy team. And it would have been nice if the BDR had left that last kill for us. In fact, I even think that the E-25 might have been waiting for us to turn up so we could get the top gun, but maybe he's not that generous. The shell proof as well for blocking more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle, a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in that game. He managed to get 6. And he got a Hand of God as well for surviving the battle, having received damage from at least 4 different enemy tanks or more. He also picked up the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and also a steel wall for blocking the most damage in the game. Now, I suspect the reason he got the high caliber was down to the alpha of this tank. It is actually quite high, 320, but it is a 105 millimeter. But when you combine that with that frontal armor and the fact that it's basically an assault tank destroyer, it's designed to actually go up against the enemy, just roll over the top of them by presenting its front to the enemy and just blasting away until they all fall apart. And you can see 2 shots was enough to take down most of the tanks he was up against. But a win 8 on that game, 10,252, which is super unicum and a lot more. Let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage was 4,104. That was by far the highest. The next highest was the P-43 Tur, who only had 3,302. And in joint third, or not joint third place, but third place on damage was the Panther, who managed 1,375. When it came to kills, he got the highest number of those, but he shared it with the P-43 Tur. They both had 5 kills each. And in joint second place, we've got the BDR G1B and the VK3001H, who both managed to get 3. And when it came to base XP, we can see, yes, he's got the top in all three columns. 1,686, which means he's the only player to get over 1,000 base in the game. The next highest scorer being, in fact, the P43 tour on the enemy team with 833. And after that, it was the Panther who managed 679. As I said, the Panther got a Confederate, the 82 got a Spartan, but it was a really good game by bublus. Let's have a look at detail. 22 shots fired, 18 direct hits, 16 penetrations. A few of the shots did hit the tracks instead of actually damaging the vehicle. And as a result, obviously, they just disabled the vehicle until he could get the second shot in and get the kill. 4,104 hit points of damage, of which 286 were at more than 300 meters. 12 hits received, 4 penetrations, 8 non-penetrations. Those were shots that mostly bounced off the front. You could see a lot of green marks, which were showing shells that actually bounced off the armor. But he did get 4 penetrations, and most of those were shots that were fired over the valley into the side of the vehicle. Because, as I said, it doesn't have very thick armor on the sides, only 45 millimeters. So if you can shoot from a distance, you can probably pop a shell straight through the side of a G2. And if you can, it makes a pretty big target as well, because it is a big vehicle. 1,205 hit points of damage blocked by armor, 6 enemy vehicles spotted, 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 5 killed, 1,253 hit points of spotting assist. Now, he earned 112,174 credits for that game. He got 90,000 credits profit from that one, from a mission completion. And he also took away 5,058 experience points out of that one as well. So a profitable one in many ways. So well done on getting your first ace tanker. Probably not your last. And I think you'll probably find that this is a very easy 1-2-3 mark, because of course the fact you can actually get a lot of damage, maintain a high base XP. In this one, his base XP was 1,686, and I'd not be surprised to see him with a 3 marked vehicle in only a matter of time. In fact, actually, I think if we not sure if I can actually get it up here. Yes, I think I can. What garage? Yes, there we go. Bring up what garage, and we can see exactly. It's tier 7. There's G2 SP. Let's have a quick look and see. And we can see in order to 3 mark it, he needs an average of 2,618. That's the required amount of on average damage. To get the ace tanker, he needed 1,541 on the XP. So he easily did that. And in this game, I think if we go back, we can see that he actually did damage 4,104. And yes, so he was easily on the way to making it up to the 3rd mark of excellence. So he shouldn't find it any problem at all getting this one in next to no time. So I hope you enjoyed that replay, particularly profitable one for bublus. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.